I talk about emotional attachment all the time, but one thing I fail to talk about, one thing I leave out, is the dangers of getting a woman emotionally attached to you. Because when a woman is emotionally attached to you, the side she's on would definitely show. It would definitely show. If she's really a good person at her core, she will project more of that to you. If she's really a bad person at her core, at the core of her being, if she's really a bad person, then you will see the negative sides of her. So I teach men emotional attachment only when they have good intentions towards the woman. Because if you want to get a woman emotionally attached to you and then play with her later, you might not be lucky, you might not survive it. Because women, when pushed by their emotions, can cause more destruction than you can ever imagine, than you can think. So getting a woman emotionally attached to you comes with some cons. And I've just said one now. If the woman is a negative person at the core of her own being, because that's more of what she will project out to you. So if you want to live your life as a happy man, make sure you don't get a woman who is negative at her core. Make sure you don't get her emotionally attached to you, because you might suffer. That's why as I teach emotional attachment, I also teach men the kind of women they should avoid. I also tell men the kind of women they should be seeking, how they should present themselves to women, so that they can see the best side of her. That's what I preach. So emotional attachment, I want to give you guys, 3 factors to consider when trying to get a woman emotionally attached to you. 3 factors to consider while trying to get a woman emotionally attached to you. Number 1, her emotional availability. Before I go on with the video, I want you guys to subscribe. Just come on, it doesn't take anything. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. If you know any of your guys that this could help, that my content would help, share it to them. One love, guys. I appreciate you guys for all the effort. So let's go on. Number 1, her level of emotional availability. If a woman is not emotionally available, there is nothing you can do in this world to get her to be in love with you. There is nothing you can do to get her emotionally attached to you. Nothing. If she is not emotionally available. And you can rate a woman's emotional availability. You can scale it. It's in levels. Let's say from 0 being she is not emotionally available at all, or 5, she can be emotionally available, depending on the kind of man you are. But I also advise men to run away from emotionally unavailable women. Once you meet a woman and you see that she's emotionally unavailable, just be aware that she knows the game. Mostly older women fall into this category of emotional unavailability. Women from 26, maybe they have experienced men so bad, in their prime, when they were like 18 to 25, and then they didn't get lucky, they didn't meet a good man. So they think every man is like that, and then they don't like men, they hate men. And so right from when you meet them, they are out to play games. Because they are emotionally unavailable. An emotionally available woman will play less games with you. Women will always play their games, women will always test you. But a woman who is emotionally available, at least at the beginning stages of a relationship, you will enjoy her fully, because she will play less games. So you need to consider the level of her emotional availability. Is she available? How does she, and how do you know a woman is emotionally available? She's opened to your tricks. She's opened to your courting. She's opened, she's giving you a time. That's what I just mean. You understand me? And even if she's not physically around you, through text, you can feel the tension. That's a woman who is emotionally available. You can feel the tension, even through calls. You can feel her tension. That's a woman who is emotionally available. And that is the kind of women who you should, try to even plant a seed of emotional attachment in. Those are the women who you can dig deep into their emotional availability and plant a seed, a potent seed of emotional attachment that will give you a lot of fruits, a happy life, a joyous life. You don't want to make the mistake and pick a woman who is not emotionally attached to you and get married to her. Bro, if a woman is not emotionally attached to you before you get married to her, you are in for trouble. Because once you have married a woman, you have told her that you want to be with only her, and that no matter what she does, you won't care anymore. I will tell you that truth. Because a woman will not just start acting up during marriage. She has been showing you she has been giving you bits of her bad behavior throughout the dating process, and you ignored it. You thought marrying her could change her, but now you see that that's not how things work. Do you understand? Never get married to a woman who is not emotionally attached to you. That's why most of my content focuses on before a man gets married. Dating. If a woman is not emotionally available, run from her. You are just pouring water into a basket that will never yield you fruits. You are planting your seed of emotional attachment on hard ground. It will even penetrate. She's aware of the game. She knows what you are doing at every point in time. You're not texting her this moment. She's thinking you're playing a game. You say something that you just casually say. She thinks you're playing a game. A woman is not emotionally available. We think everything you do is a game. She's paranoid. She's cynical. She doesn't trust men. She doesn't trust you. She just thinks that everything you are doing is a game. That kind of woman will give you a lot of stress. Avoid her. Now, what makes a woman emotionally unavailable? Like I said before, and this leads me to my number 2 point. My number 2 point. The amount of men she has had in her life. Her age. Before you get a woman emotionally attached to you, you have think about how many men she has been with. Because the truth is, as a woman, a woman who has been with more than, let's say, 2-3 men is already an exposed woman. Do you understand? Her chances of becoming emotionally attached to you reduces with each successive man she has been with. So the higher the number of men she has been with, the lesser is inversely proportional. The higher the number of men a woman has been with, the lesser the likelihood of her getting emotionally attached to you. The lower the amount of men a woman has been with, the higher the chances of you being able to get her emotionally attached to you. Do you understand me? So consider that before you start to sow your seeds of emotional attachment. Consider how many men this woman has been with before. That's a good thing to consider. How many men has she been with before? How did those relationships occur? Do you understand me? How did they begin? How did they end? You need to consider this. You need to ask her questions about her ex. What broke the relationship up? So that you can understand her emotional state of mind. So that you can deduce from what she's telling you her emotional state of mind and work with that. Now, the third factor you need to consider before you want to get a woman emotionally attached to you is her family. Number 1, her relationship with her father. Number 2, her position in the family. People who have not been exposed to a decent amount of emotions from people who they care about and people who are higher than them, like family, father, mother, your older siblings, people who have not experienced deep emotion from those people are more likely to get emotionally attached to you. It's not your fault that she was not exposed to love when she was growing up, to emotions. She didn't have a safe space to express her emotions when she was growing up. So once that kind of woman finds a man that she loves, she pours everything into him. She's more likely to become emotionally attached with you. And this goes back to the first point. Because if a woman has told several men things about her that were coded, that were supposed to be a secret for a special man, she has told so many other people. If she has poured a bit of those emotions that she's supposed to pour into you, if you have poured it into several other men, the likelihood of her getting emotionally attached to you also reduces. You need to consider these things before trying to get a woman emotionally attached to you. And make sure you're always trying to get a woman emotionally attached to you if she has proven, or when she has proven that she's really, really interested in you and that she wants to be a part of your life in the long term. So consider these things, my guys. Consider them and it will work well for you. Do you understand me? If she's emotionally available, if she was shown less love, she will be more emotionally available. You understand me? So do consider these things. Let me know what you think in the comment section. One love, guys. Catch you guys in the next video. Ciao. Great whole year. Just click in the description. Click the link in the description to get my offers. I have so many offers for you guys. Become a complete man texting 101. Hit the link in the description to get my offers. Ciao, guys. One love.